Good morning, YouTubers. It is a cold and rainy day, and I'm trying to wrap up building the expansion to my garden. I decided that I'm gonna shoot a quick video here, even though it is in the rain. I'm gonna try to make it real quick, but for those people who are making a raised bed, I actually really like what I'm doing here, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick. So I used the cedar pickets, which I got from my local store, and went ahead, and those were the most cost-effective cedar that I could find. I've actually screwed those 3 tall. They're 4 foot long, and they are about 6 inches wide, which gives me a total 18-inch depth. I put those into a treated 4x4. The key to watch here is when you do it, do one end so that it is the entire distance. All right, so you'll see that I've got one side that goes all the way, and then the other side bunts up. That's really important because the second step is I actually use a 4 foot long hardware cloth underneath this, and I staple that to it. So I flipped over the bed, stapled the hardware cloth onto the bottom of it, and then the next step that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take cardboard and staple that onto the hardware cloth. I'll show you that in just a minute. So I said this is a little bit rushed because I'm in the rain, but this is how I line up the hardware cloth. It comes in these long rolls like this, and it's exactly 4 feet wide. So if you use that 4 foot fence picket, then you get a perfect size. All I do is put the staple gun right on here. Let's see if I can line it up and actually bang one out. I put one there in the middle, then I line up and make sure that I'm totally parallel on both sides. And then I start stapling them in and unroll it the whole way and drop staples as I go. So this is it all stapled on here. As I said before, this is a garden. Well, I didn't say this before, but I said it in my head to myself a couple of times. This is a garden. It does not need to be perfect, all right? I get this all put on here like this, and then I take wire cutter like this and snip all the way down the row. The way that I find works the best is to actually slip it in here, just like this, pinch it, and twist, and it pops it right off. This is the most laborious part of the process. Here it is, all cut off. Now it is ready for the next phase. Here's that last piece. So why the hardware cloth? The reason the hardware cloth is crucial is because it keeps anything from being able to crawl up underneath your bed. That really is an important thing for you. It just prevents any rodents from getting in there. Anything that you do not want to eat your food, you can know that the bottom of your bed is completely sealed off. All right, so it's raining even harder now, so I apologize, but this is the final stage in the process. This is cardboard that I saved from when I made that swing set right over there. From those of you who are Costco fans, you will recognize it. I'm a big Costco fan. They don't pay me anything, don't worry, but I do shop there all the time. This cardboard I knew was going to be in handy, so I saved it. And what I do here is I actually staple gun this to the bottom. That makes it totally easy. That's the one thing that, having looked at a lot of YouTube videos, I have not seen anyone do that. And then I cut it to size, flip it over on the space right here, where I have all this grass that's been growing up because it has not been able to get mowed because it had the bed on it. And I'm going to stomp all that down just like this with my foot, and that is going to make excellent green source to help everything compost down underneath this cardboard, and it will kill off all the weeds. Okay, so here's the last shot. You see you get nice clean lines on your edges. Any spots where the cardboard was ripped, I just dropped in a double layer. And for these beds, I didn't mention this before, but for these beds, they're actually 6 foot boards combined with 4 foot boards. But make sure if you do that, that you use the 4 foot boards to determine your width, okay? Because that way the hardware cloth is going to fit for you, okay? So this here, I added 6 beds to my already 2 beds, or 3 beds I mean, and this is going to essentially double, just a little bit more than doubling the growing space that I have here. And I adjusted the direction of some of these so that I can have some things be designed better for over the winter. So that's the scoop. I look forward to talking to you all soon. If you like what you see, subscribe, give a thumbs up. Have an excellent day.